This video is sponsored by Loop Elements Pro. Make all your loops great again and do it with 10% off at the checkout. Enter the coupon code that's down in the description and in the comment section. All right, let's get into this video.
My thing is, and I'm a challenger, man. Everybody that's in these comments, if you're watching this on a replay, I am challenging you. I'm your boy. I'm your brother. I am challenging you to dig into, be a nerd for 5 minutes and figure out what these boards do. Because number one, it'll save you money. Two, it'll save you time. Because when you have to get on a gig and you don't know what you're going to be playing and you maybe have a board in your arsenal, like if somebody hit me up right now, and I always give this scenario, if somebody hit me up right now, they was like, I need you to play on this gig. You're going to play colors. You got to bring your own board. Or I need you to play on this gig. I don't know if you're going to be playing main or colors. You got to bring your own board. It's gonna be it's an easy thing for me. I'm taking my baby. I'm taking the Phantom because I can play main, I can play colors. I mean, I just played the MKS for you. That's my main rig right there. And then everything else in there is colors. I'm doing arpeggios, I'm doing sweeps, I'm doing horns, I'm doing J-pop forever, strings, pads, I'm doing sine waves, all of that. But what it boils down to, and I understand the question of why would I pay $4,000 for a V stage when I could pay $2,500 for a RD 2000? Well, what are you using it for? Are you using it for primarily organ? Is this gig organ heavy? And do you actually play organ to where you play drawbars? Because I'm a challenger, John. And I told John this.
Yeah, that's why I have you on here.
We organ players that use pedals. We use pedals, and a lot of people that was walking up to that Nord booth, they was playing crisscross applesauce and playing just the organ. No, play the pedals too. It's an organ. Like them B3s got pedals on them, bro, and they ain't got them there for so you can slap it for the rhythm. They got those are notes.
Stupid.
Those are notes. Play them. But my point being is every keyboard has its function, like Ed said. Every keyboard has its function, and when you go on a gig and you may need simple sounds like keys, organ, and maybe some pads, that's cool. You can use the V stage. But if you need keys, organs, pads, and you need quick recall with faders and you're not really organ heavy, that's already 2000 or a Phantom at its best. I'm just saying. And I mean, the Phantom has a plethora of options. The Phantom 8, Phantom 08,
Word of the day.
707, 606.
Plethora.
I got a 7 right here. I got a 7 right here, and I take that out, no problem. I love what you're saying. Let me challenge all of you cats out there that don't say I don't program. Let me challenge you on this one.
Give us a quick one.
Take us to church, Ed.
Quick. So can you do this? Can you program this? I'm going to have the organ, right? But can you program it where it does this? Organ, but then when I hit hard, brass. Can you do that? All my young program. I know. John and Sheridan are like, come on, Ed. But I challenge you. Can you make it where you can be like, figure that out. and I'm gonna give
because
you
when you do something like that, go ahead.
Yeah. It's called velocity. I'm gonna give you a hint. It's called velocity. I'm not gonna tell you how to do it. I challenge you. Go ahead, Sharon. I like where you're going. I know your point. Go say it.
Because when you do something like that, then you get curious and dig a little deeper. You might be playing a piano and you might want to put some bells on it to where you make the velocity. Let me hit hard and I hit a bell on top and then I just play the piano, back piano, and then hit hard. And then you turn that into a split. I mean, it grows. And that's the thing with being a programmer. We didn't start out as geniuses. We didn't start out as know-it-alls in this game. We started out with one idea, researched that idea, found other ideas as a consequence, and now we have a wealth of knowledge on these boards that help supplement what we do. And Ed, correct me if I'm wrong, don't it make the job easier?
Oh man, and then I love it when other keyboard players that have the same keyboard as you, they come up and go, how come my keyboard don't do that? Well, you didn't do the homework.
Right. You didn't do the homework.
And I will share this that I say with love that does get on my nerves. Don't come up to me and say, Ed, I don't read manuals. And I can't help you. So I always tell, and I guess as I get older, I feel like my job, partly not only with Roland as a keyboard guy, is I want to help the next generation. So I'm telling you, read the manual a little bit at a time. I always do a little bit of manual time, couch time, and then something when the manual is kind of just like, and I figure out, oh, and it opens up a whole new set of doors. Like Sheridan said, it opens up a whole new set of doors. And then you start digging. And I'm going to do splits. And I'm going to have the pedal do something over here, hold over here. But I'm going to have the other pedal or the pitch bend do the pitch bend and mod over here. And then, I'm going to, so, and then you start separating yourself as a big boy. Like, check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. What I
That's
do.
funny.
So
I
There's a
totally.
reason why all these buttons on these keyboards. There's a reason why all of these buttons.
And
are
a
these
lot of cats
keyboards.
only scratch. I've met cats in my career that say, "Oh, the Phantom, whatever. This it's horrible. Doesn't do this." And then I go, "You mean this? It doesn't mean this." It's like, dude, dig into it. Just here's real quick how I put it. You just bought you a Ferrari. Your Ferrari's horrible. Why is your Ferrari horrible? You can't drive a stick. The Ferrari's gonna be horrible.
Bingo.
You didn't learn how to drive it. So same thing. Learn how to drive these instruments, and then just know that Roland instruments, we do offer a lot under the hood. That once you learn how to talk to her, you learn how to really go in there. It's gonna pay you back. You're gonna get that
Pays
gig.
dividends.
You're gonna be able to not have to have a real job. You're gonna be able to have some fun.
And
It's
you'll
in
you'll
there.
find the similarities in the boards too, because
Yes.
I didn't just start out on this Phantom. This joint came out in 2019. I didn't start out on this. I started out like
Yeah.
Ed on the XP50. You know what I'm saying? Where
Oh,
nobody was making sequences in the XP50. I had whole songs in there. But it was because I saw a guy came to my church. He was like, "Hey man, check out this song." And started playing. I'm like, "Dude, how did you do that?" He gave me the quick
yeah.
rundown. I had the same keyboard at my crib. It happened. So that when I upgraded to the Phantom, the Phantom S, and then the Phantom X, and then the Phantom G, and now this Phantom, and keyboards in between, including the Jupiter 80, which has a interface that's synonymous with the Integra 7. I know how to get
Yeah.
around, and to even Brian. He said the Jupiter 80 didn't have J-pop in it. I actually found out that it did have J-pop in there. It was just one parameter that needed to be tweaked a little bit better for it to sound
Yeah.
good. But the way I found that is because I learned how to tweak sounds in the Integra 7. Ed, do you know a lot of people don't know that the Integra 7 can directly interface with an iPad, and you can use the faders just like you use faders on a Phantom on your iPad?
Yeah.
A lot of
there's
people don't know that.
There's a lot of things, and it goes back to, like I said earlier, about reading the manual and doing stuff. It's like it goes. The more you put into something, like I will say this: a lot of the incredible, talented young players that I saw at NAM that would sit in and play, and I watch other companies. I see these incredible players. I know you've done your homework with chords and runs and metronomes and all that stuff. That's great. Now dig into the other part of the instrument. Really make it shine. Make it yours. Make it yours. And that's the cool thing with like the V stage. Very easy to make it yours. And you guys saw me when I was demoing. I stayed, and you can even see in the video, I stayed in the same scene. And we were just, I didn't go to like, I have a chain, a scene chain where I can have different I just stayed in the same one, and we just kind of did everything cooked right there. So
So good.
just do it. Just have
Today, I want to introduce to you Loop Elements Pro. This represents a very innovative new way of using loops. And guess what? It's standalone not only as a plugin, but it's also standalone outside of the DAW, which means you can now use loop elements in your live performance. This isn't just a plugin. It's the ultimate tool for creatives and producers. Whether you're layering loops, creating click track, creating beats, building arrangements, soundscapes, Loop Elements Pro gives you the power to create without limits. Loop Elements Pro is now available. Go get it now.